Most men think women hide their desires. But here's the truth. Desire doesn't hide, it leaks. Spend time with a woman who hasn't been intimate in a while, and you'll notice it. Her eyes don't just glance, they lock. Her jokes carry a sharp edge of innuendo. Her touches linger. Here's where men get destroyed. Miss the signal, and she silently labels you clueless. Overreact, and you come off as desperate or predatory. Both ways you lose. The real danger isn't missing a signal. It's losing your power because you don't know how to read the game. In this video, I'm going to break down 7 unmistakable signs a woman hasn't been with a man in a long time. More importantly, I'll show you how to recognize them without looking needy, creepy, or clueless. But before we dive in, let's get interactive. Hit that subscribe button if you're serious about becoming a man of clarity. And in the comments, answer this simple question. Backhand index pointing right. Have you ever suspected a woman was signaling you, but you weren't sure? Yes or no? Trust me. You'll see you're not the only man who's been caught in that confusion. Now let's start with the first sign. 1. The body doesn't lie. A woman's body always reveals what her words try to hide. You'll notice. She leans a little too far into your space. Her eyes hold yours longer than normal. Her hands find her own hair or neck, often unconsciously. Here's the truth. These aren't billboards. They're whispers. One gesture means nothing. But a cluster of signals building over time? That's her body leaking the truth. Case study: James, 34. James met a woman at his gym. For weeks, casual chat. But then he noticed, every time she spoke to him, she touched her hair, laughed harder than usual, and kept adjusting her necklace. Once or twice, that's nothing. But every single time? That's attraction mixed with longing. Backhand index pointing right. How to respond. Do keep your frame. Shoulders back, posture steady. Don't jump on every little signal like a starving man. Test softly, step half a pace back. If she leans in to close the gap, you just got your confirmation. The point isn't to collect signs like detective evidence. It's to feel the energy shift and stay grounded. 2. Playful provocation. When attraction builds, humor changes. Jokes turn into tests. She'll lace her words with hidden meanings. It's been forever since I had excitement at night. Maybe I should find someone to keep me company. High voltage case study: Laura, 46. Laura told her friend, I drop hints all the time, but men laugh it off. Her playful jokes weren't random. They were probes, testing if a man could pick up the signal. Backhand index pointing right. How to respond. Do stay playful, grounded. Example. Careful. That almost sounded like an invitation. Don't jump into vulgar banter. Don't ignore it either. Both make you fail. Test softly. Change the subject. If she pulls it back to innuendo, it's deliberate. Humor is her safe weapon. If you catch it and handle it with calm confidence, she feels both seen and safe. 3. Small touches, big messages. Touch is the oldest language of desire. A brush of her hand. A hug that lingers half a second too long. A hand on your arm as she laughs. High voltage case study: Caroline, 42. Caroline met a man weekly at a cafe. Over time, her hugs lasted longer, her touches more frequent. One day, her hug lingered like she didn't want to let go. Her body was remembering what it missed. Backhand index pointing right. How to respond. Do receive the touch calmly. Don't overreact or jerk away nervously. Test softly. Pause before returning her touch. If she initiates again, it's a green light of comfort. Small touches aren't accidents when repeated. They're subconscious invitations. 4. From small talk to soul talk for minutes. When a woman moves from casual topics to personal confessions, pay attention. She'll talk about past relationships, loneliness, or missing intimacy. This isn't oversharing. It's testing whether you can hold emotional depth. High voltage case study: Laura, 50. At a reunion, she admitted, I can't remember the last time I felt like myself with someone. That wasn't casual. It was vulnerability disguised as conversation. Backhand index pointing right. How to respond. Do mirror feelings. Sounds like what you miss most is safety. Don't try to fix her problems or escalate sexually right away. Test softly. Suggest calm time together, like a walk or coffee. If she keeps opening up, it's intentional. Remember, she doesn't want a fixer. She wants presence. 5. Quiet jealousy. Jealousy doesn't always scream, it whispers. When you mention another woman, she may fall silent. Change the subject. Make a playful jab hiding tension. At work, he mentioned a new female hire. His colleague froze, smiled too quickly, then joked, "Some guys get all the luck." It sounded playful, but it was jealousy in disguise. Backhand index pointing right. How to respond. Do. Stay calm, grounded. Don't over-explain or fan the flames. Test softly. Shift focus to values. Example. What matters to me is who I can trust with my time. Her reaction reveals her investment, without her ever saying it. 6. Creating alone time. When a woman wants more, she creates space. Dinner at her place. A walk. A quiet moment, just you and her. Privacy is her silent invitation. Case study, Caroline again. After weeks of group coffee meetups, she invited him over. Dinner, then silence on the couch. She didn't rush to fill it. That silence was charged. That was the invitation. Backhand index pointing right. How to respond. Do. Enter with connection, not conquest. Don't assume entitlement. Test softly. Say, "I like this." It's easier to talk when it's just us. If she leans in, you know why she created the moment. Alone time is possibility, not a contract. Handle it with patience. 7. Constant flirting. Flirting that never stops isn't random, it's strategy. Every line she throws, every tease, is her keeping the fire alive, waiting to see if you'll notice. High voltage case study, Mike 32. Every time he spoke to his colleague, she twisted it into a playful tease. Or maybe you just need better company at night. Others got polite chats. He got endless banter. That's the contrast. That's the signal. Backhand index pointing right. How to respond. Do. Acknowledge the pattern with calmness. We always end up in this back and forth, don't we? Don't drag it out endlessly or rush in too fast. Test softly. Shift from teasing to truth. I like where this is going. Want to see what this really is. Constant flirting is her way of saying, "Lead me." The 3 rules of clarity. Patterns, not moments. One signal means nothing, but clusters over time reveal the truth. Train yourself to see the pattern. Verify with clarity. Stop guessing. A calm line like, "Feels like there's something here. Am I reading that right?" is powerful. It shows courage. Patience is power. Boys rush. Men breathe, slow down, and let it unfold. Impulse destroys respect. Patience builds it. Description. Most men miss the signs. A woman hasn't been with a man in a while, and her signals start slipping through. Her eyes linger too long, her jokes turn sharp with innuendo, her touches stay just a little past what's normal. But if you miss them, she quietly labels you clueless. If you overreact, you look desperate. Either way, you lose. In this video, I reveal 7 clear signs a woman hasn't been with a man in a long time. And more importantly, how to recognize them without crossing the line or losing her respect. You'll discover. White heavy checkmark. Why body language always exposes hidden desire. White heavy checkmark. How humor becomes a testing ground for attraction. White heavy checkmark. The difference between friendly touch and intentional touch. White heavy checkmark. How quiet jealousy reveals interest more than words. White heavy checkmark. Why creating alone time is her boldest signal. White heavy checkmark. The rule of patterns versus moments. The secret to not misreading. This isn't about tricks. It's about clarity, respect, and masculine presence. Miss these signals, and you'll stay in confusion. Catch them, and you'll stand out as the man who gets it.